Okay, Joshua Bennett. That's his name. Um, Joshua Bennett is the author of a poem called 10 Things I Want to Say to a Black Woman. And I just want to start off by saying big ups to One Love. I love her. She is such a sweetheart. She comments on some of my videos, and she sent me like one of my favorite YouTube messages ever in life. Actually, quite some time ago, off of one of a piece of poetry that I submitted via my YouTube vlog. And so obviously she knows that I have a love and respect for poets and poetry alike. And also, my playlist on my channel, you can see some deaf poetry stuff, specifically some stuff from Shahan, who I love. He's awesome and he's a cutie. But anyways, off topic. I want to try to make this brief because one, I'm very long-winded, and two, I'm very hungry. But I've been procrastinating on doing this. She sent me this message for it like, I don't even know. She sent me this message like in December, like the second week of December or something. And I'm frequently on YouTube, but I don't check my messages as much as I probably should. The majority of the messages that I get are on some, I can help you get subscribers through this website type stuff, or check out my new band, tell me what you think type stuff, or, graphic, gross, I can't believe he came at me like that type messages. I don't normally get legitimate messages, so I don't check them probably as often as I should. But yeah, so I didn't actually even see her message until probably a week or two after she actually sent it. And then from her message, it seemed like something that I'd really be interested in. So I didn't want to just watch it any time. I wanted to make sure I watched it anytime I had a moment or two to really sit down and pay attention to what's being said. And I got that opportunity today. And it really, I really love that the piece is dedicated specifically to Black women. And let me tell you why this poem means a lot to me. It means a lot to me because there's a channel on YouTube, Black Women Exposed, and I recently had the opportunity to converse with one of the owners of the channel. And the misconception about the channel is that they're there to bash women. I don't know if you guys are familiar with YouTube like that, but there used to be a guy on here who was pretty, I don't want to say popular, pretty infamous actually, for his exploits and some of the things that he said about Black women, and he was pretty much known as a basher of Black women. And Black Women Exposed has kind of gotten that same reputation for pointing out everything that's wrong with the stereotypical Black woman. And while I can't agree with some of the points that are made, because if you're on my Facebook page, then sometimes I go in on our women. I do. Because we do a lot of dumb stuff. You know what I mean? We're making those same mistakes over and over again. We're frequently having unprotected sex, and we're frequently sleeping with more than one man, and we're having babies with men that we don't really know, and then we turn around and have babies again with those same men that we know aren't about anything, that proved to us that he was not a man that could be depended on when we had the first baby by him. And then we're doing one of two things. We're having another baby by him, or we're sleeping with another man and having a baby by him. And it's just like, it's getting old, and it's getting tiresome. And I feel like it's ridiculous that we have these children and we're out in the club, or that the quality of men that we have access to is so low that we're not only settling for men that are of a low caliber, but we're also fighting over these men. We're slashing each other's tires and calling each other's crazy names, and we're not educating ourselves, and we're wearing multicolored weaves, like we're doing crazy stuff. We're doing things that are not becoming of who we are as women and who we are as a people, and that upsets me. it really bothers me. And so I can understand the frustration from a black man saying, hey, I got to choose a wife out of this. I can understand that frustration. But I can also say in defense of us black women that obviously, as we all know, all of us are not, fit to be put into a lump category with those other women. But at the same time, it's like we need encouragement too. Even those women that are doing those out of the way things, they need encouragement. And those women who are making wise decisions, who are carrying themselves in a certain way, they need encouragement too. I think far too often we spend more time talking about what's wrong with us as people and not enough time talking about what we do right. You know what I mean? I think, when you're doing something wrong, it shouldn't be necessarily swept under the rug. But at the same time, you don't want to dwell on it. You don't want to only talk about bad. And what I love about this poem, 10 Things I Want to Say to a Black Woman, is that it's coming in a time where it's popular to talk bad about women. I don't love them hoes. Like that's that mentality of our men these days, is that I didn't spend no money on her. Yeah, I got her and I didn't hardly have to do anything. I don't have to pull my pants up. I don't have to watch my language around her. I can say any old thing I want to say. I don't have to work, and I can still get her. It seems like it makes you more of a man the less that you can do and still be able to attain a woman. You know what I mean? And it's like for a woman to hold standards, for her to hold herself to a higher esteem, it's almost like it's negative feedback. You know what I mean? Like this dude I know, no offense to him, I mean he's a cool guy, but I can remember a conversation that we had, and he was like, I don't know, we were both being the boring people that we can be, and he's like, I'm not doing anything. I'm like, I'm not doing anything. I was like, yeah, we pretty much suck. And his comment was, yeah, we suck, but you swallow. And I was like, ... That was pretty inappropriate. We're not good friends. We recently met, so I thought that was some out of the way stuff to say to me. And he was like, he apologized immediately. He was like, he didn't mean to offend me, and I'm sensitive. And what kind of took me back was, why do I have to be sensitive? Because I don't want you to speak to me that way. You know what I mean? I think that's weird, and I get that a lot because of some of the things that I don't allow men to say to me or to do around me. I'm bougie, I'm stuck up, I'm a prude, I'm this and I'm that, and I'm like, really? Just because when you're with me you have to pull your pants up, just because I don't want you swearing and saying, nasty stuff around me makes me bougie and stuck up? I don't think so at all. I think a certain quality of woman, a certain type of woman is not going to allow you to do any and everything that you want to do in her presence. That's part of what makes her an exceptional woman. You know what I mean? And what I love about this poem is that he's saying, you are this beautiful creature. You are something special. You're not like every other woman. You are set apart. And everything about you is beautiful. That I understand the struggle that you go through. I understand the pressure that's put upon you. I understand who you are in a unique way that no one else can understand. And the woman that you are allows me to be the man that I am. And I love this poem. I really, really love it, and I really encourage you to watch it. I'm definitely going to put the link down below. And it's just a powerful poem. And he's a little speedy, as a lot of spoken word artists are. So I want you to really take your time where it's quiet and listen to it and really get in close and be able to catch every word that he says. Because it definitely struck a chord. And I just want to thank One Love again for bringing it to my attention, because it's a powerful poem, and it definitely pays homage to the black woman, and it definitely speaks volumes about who we are as women and as a people. And I personally love it, and I think we have to do better. There's a lot of changes that we need to make and that I need to make within ourselves in order to live up to this ode that he gives to us. And I'm very appreciative that he did it, and I'm very uplifted. I feel good. It really made me feel good and appreciated that, not all black men are, treating us like crap, that have, low opinions of who we are, and, not all black men, objectify us and make us, things that we are, but that make us one-dimensional. He speaks on and understands, how multifaceted we are. A lot of men solely see our sexuality, and all the other stuff comes later, if it comes at all. And it really means a lot to me that, I can't even remember a part where he spoke about, the curve of our hips or the fullness of our lips. Like, there's nothing physical about it, and that's what I love about it. You know what I mean? Too often when I hear or read poems about the beauty of a black woman, it's always about, our shape and how much thicker or shapelier we are than other races. And I mean, a compliment is a compliment, but if somebody were to walk up to me and say, hey, you are a beautiful woman, that's a compliment, and I'll take it. And I can think of a guy, I've always thought he's a cool guy. I went to school with him. He came up to me at a party and was like, you have the most beautiful hair, and I wanted to tell you that. And that made my night. I swear, that made my day. I mean, it really made me smile. I thought it was very nice. But for a person to say, hey, the person that you are, your conversation, don't say personality. Everybody says personality, but something about who you are inside is beautiful to me. I'm attracted to it, and it draws me closer. There's something about you, and he's saying that to each and every black woman, and I appreciate it, and I love it. It's the business.